Hey folks, welcome back to the Dyson Sphere program. Now, my current plan is to go set up a dark fog farm on Clement Star. Last time we did what? We did the energy exchanger program, right? So we've got lots of power here. What I would like to do, however, on Clement Star is I'd like to start using advanced miners. And so, to do that, we're going to have to travel to Kbalz and retrieve some of that purple rock. I forget exactly what it's called. And I would like to have some advanced miners to use there. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to set up a production line here to produce the advanced miners. We're going to use our first assembly machine Mark III. So that once I get all the ingredients set up and ready to go, they'll produce as quickly as possible for me. I won't have to sit around waiting for these things to be made. And we can take a stack of them with us. So, I think before we... Let's check this. I think... like 3 stacks is probably enough. Plus 4 are there. Okay. Let's go ahead and set up a little bit of space here for ourselves to grow at some point in the future. Let's go ahead and copy this. Use now. We'll set up a few more like that. Okay, those will be available for the future. Is my logistics on? Yes, there should be some stuff coming in. There we go. What else is coming in? Tesla towers. No matched distributors. Say what? There we go. Okay. And they were just filling me up. All right. What is this? Sorter Mark II? No. Area upgrade. There we go. Okay. So we're going to do things a little bit differently here with this build. Because the ingredients are so rare, I would like this all to be proliferated. So you're going to be making advanced mining machines for me. And let's see where those lie. Where's the ordinary miner? There we go. You're going to make advanced mining machines. That's a 5 input recipe. So that's going to be pretty tough. But we can make it happen. Let's see. Let's do your output. And then let's do some inputs. So we're going to need 1. I need to reverse that. We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I would like you all to be proliferated, so let's do that. Okay. This would actually interfere with whatever ends up over here, so let's redraw this. Let's have it happen back here a little bit. We'll do something like this. Yeah, so this is kind of a special case, right? Let's go ahead and get inputs on here. Okay, there's 5 of those. Let's come over and do the sprays. Okay. Gonna need some power. Set down a depot and request some proliferator. Okay. And then we're going to need 5 depots here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Okay. Let's finish up the belting. I missed one here. Okay. This looks good. Okay. Let's go ahead and get the distributors in. So 4 of them will be available here. One we're going to have to fill up manually from off planet. So we'll request and fill. You're filled as well. Okay. And then the recipe calls for, let's do outputs as well. Looks like we need one more little bit of power here. That should do the job. Okay. So the recipe calls for, let's see. I need to learn what this thing looks like. So where is the ordinary miner? Here. Okay. So we need titanium alloy. I forget the frame material, supermagnetic rings, quantum chips. All right. So titanium alloy. Frame material. Supermagnetic rings. And quantum chips. Now, quantum chips are going to be a problem. Because I think all of them are currently dedicated to... Well, there was a little tiny stockpile I left over here somewhere. Where was quantum chips? Yeah, we have a few. The rest are like all going into green science right now, but there was some, right? There was 200 there and 76 there. I guess I'll grab like most of the rest of these and take them over. But we will run out eventually of this. So we're going to have limits on this until we improve quantum chip production. Okay, so we have our materials. Were these properly limited? They were not. Yeah, they're already bringing over way too many. Okay. And then I don't know if we'll ever have this, but let's set this up in case anyway. You are limited, right? Yeah, okay. So, if we can go get some of those purple crystals and stick them in this box, then this setup should make some very nice advanced miners for us. So, let's head out. We got to go to Kbalz. Yeah, this one. Okay. So we're heading over there. This is 7 light years away. I've upgraded my core since the last time we did a warp. Let me just double check. I have 18 warpers. Okay. We should be able to get there on 1 charge here, and we should be able to get there significantly faster than the last time we traveled, because our last time our maximum speed was like 12 AU per second. Not sure what our max is now, but it should be higher. It's now 0.25 light years per second, and we have twice as much core energy. So we should get there with plenty to spare. Now I can speed this up, I believe. Yeah, I can speed up and slow down as I wish with the shift and S keys. So 0.25 light years per second is my max. And then I can slow down. It's auto slowing me, that's not me. Okay, there we go. Our first visit to this planet. Very nice. All right, let's take a look around and figure out where's the planet that has the grating crystal. It's this one. Okay. Kbalz 1. If we look at the system, There's 2 planets here. And then it looks like one of them is a gas giant. With a what's it called? A satellite planet. This is a ordinary gas giant, so it has collectible hydrogen and collectible deuterium. Very nice. I probably want to come back to that. All right, let's land on Kbalz 1 and find this grating crystal. My fleet is out with me for some reason. Is this... Yeah. This is my space fleet. Oh, that was a mistake. I just burned through a warper by accident. I meant to hit S. Or shift, possibly. No, I wanted to hit tab. Okay, well... Let's land here. This is interesting. I don't think we've seen this kind of planet before. Very cool looking. All right, let's take a look at it. It's a Cyclonius. The surface of a Cyclonius planet is scattered with the fossils of many ancient trees under a thin atmosphere composed mainly of chlorine gas. It is widely believed that the planet once possessed a thriving ecosystem until a certain type of algae evolved the ability to metabolize chlorine. The gradually increasing concentration of chlorine gas then poisoned the entire food chain, including the source of the chlorine gas. Okay. If we take a look at the planet, there should... Wow, there's really not a lot of... Oh, I gotta turn veins on. Okay. So we have copper, titanium, stone, a little bit of iron, coal, and there's the grating crystals. Okay, so there's just the one item here. Let's see. This is a level 1 planetary base. We can probably take that out, no problem. Let's head over in that direction. And then I wonder if we shouldn't switch to space, launch fleet. Okay. Maybe we take out this relay? No, probably not. Hold on, that's a bad idea because it'll agitate the local hive. I don't have ground fighters, so we are gonna have to do this manually. Let's see if we can make this happen. Where was the grating crystal? Over here. Okay. So I want to go after this base. Let's see from how far we can take this out. See, then it starts shooting at me. But it's only a level 1 base, so I think we're okay here. Let's just take out the main base. Yeah, it's coming after us, but it can't do much at level 1. Okay, we're taking hits just fine. Alright, we've taken out the base. Let's switch to missiles. We'll automatically take all that out. Okay, so let's fill this in so that it can't rebuild. I don't know if we'll ever come back here. Ooh, I need to refill on geothermals when we come back. But that actually will power the miners that I want to use to get a bunch of this crystal. And I didn't leave myself enough inventory space. I forgot about that. What can I delete or get rid of? Let's see. You guys can all go in here. You can delete. Sorter Mark 2s I can delete. Anything else I want to get rid of? I don't think so. All right, let's put down some miners.
Hold R to rotate the mining machine. The more veins it covers.
Are you really... Like, I don't understand the whole tutorial system. It seems like it doesn't understand what it's already told me. All right, let's just get as much of this as quickly as we can and then get out of here and go home. That seems fine. All right. Let's throw it on a depot. And we'll collect this up. And then take it home. Looks good. Okay. You found and mined grating crystal, a treasure of the universe, on Kbalz 1. Featuring natural grooves on its surface, it's a rare raw material for manufacturing optical components. Looks like I need one more power tower here. Okay, so this should rapidly fill up. We'll carry home as much as we can, and then we'll have some advanced mining machines. Oh, I haven't brought this up in a while, the milestone panel. It's our production panel. Producing 36 per minute. Theoretical max is 675. So what is... Not sure what would be slowing it down from its theoretical max. Does this have a way to like overdrive it? Mining speed 150%, ore loss 73.4. So I don't want to mine out more than I can carry. I can carry, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can carry almost six lines. So we'll let this fill up. I guess it makes sense to... Wait, so 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, maybe I can carry more than I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we limit this to 4, that should be exactly what I can carry. And then we'll just tear this all down and leave, I think. So that there's nothing on this planet attracting the hive to come blow it up and... I mean, there's no point leaving it behind because it'll just blow it all up, eventually. It'll come over here because of the power draw to attack it. And with no defenses, there's no point in leaving anything, right? So... yeah, this is cool stuff. This is actually a fairly large amount we're gonna be able to haul back with us. And I can actually speed this up if I want to. With another, I can double dip on the mines. Like I can easily do this. And add another input. I don't know why it's so dark. I guess this needs to come a little bit further. There we go. That should really speed it up. Oh wow, look at it. Look at it go. That's cool. Yeah, this is a pretty big haul. This'll power whatever minor applications it has for me for quite a while. Okay, that seems pretty good. There we go. All right. Let's clear this all up and go home. Yeah, there we go. Looks like I left behind a little tiny bit of this, of the goodies here. Okay, that's all we need. Let's go home. Nice trip. Quick and easy. That's just the way I like it. Okay, so we're gonna go home to Alwade. I guess I could, if I thought about it at the start of the playthrough, I could have named my home planet Josiwe, the home star Josiwe. Then it would have been like Josiwe 1, Josiwe 3, Josiwe 4. But it never really occurred to me to do that. I didn't start naming stars until I found the first one I wanted to visit. And then I named it after a commenter and viewer, so... Alright, let's go home. That worked out remarkably well. It actually worked out pretty nicely that there was that relay station or planetary base right by the grating crystal, because otherwise I would have had to like set up a fusion plant and like kickstarted it somehow. I'm actually not sure how I would have done that. I guess I would have had to manually put the Deuteron fuel rods into the fusion station. All right. So where are we going? We're going home over here. All right. Let's go. So this will get us some advanced mining machines. The plan is to take those over to Clements Star and begin setting up production of fighters, which will be for both me and the planet and the battlefield analysis bases, and ammunition to go into my Gauss turrets. And then we're gonna, once we've got all that infrastructure set up, we'll actually pick a location and build a dark fog farm. Okay. Fortunately, we landed right near the mall. That's kind of a perfect landing. All right. This clearly needs to be a little bit bigger because I brought enough for a big boy like this. All right, let's fill you up with the grading crystals, and then let's connect you. Okay, there we go. Now, what's not coming in here? Titanium alloy. Huh. So for some reason, this is not arriving. I wonder why. There's 2 available routes, it says. All right, let's go get a little bit. There must be a very large demand for it in the system. I thought we increased that. Did we then use everything we made? We must have. Now, wait a minute. You have some. So why aren't the bots over there coming to get this? Whatever. I guess I'll stick it in here. And then we should see it happen. Then we should see it happen, right? Like the bots over here should have gone out to get it, not necessarily waited for it to be distributed to it, because we have, yeah, you have bots. I guess they just went out. All right, let's see it happen. All right, they're inbound now. And you are making advanced mining machines for me. Very nice. Plus we're getting an extra 1 for every 4 we make. So we're making efficient use of these grading crystals. And there we go. There's the first one available. So the Mark III assembler uses 150% energy consumption, so it draws more power, 2.7 megawatts, which is kind of a lot. But it has the 2x production multipliers, so it's making them for me faster. No, it has 1.5x production speed. So, I mean, I don't need a super fast production speed for this, really. Like, if I let it go over time with an ordinary Mark I assembling machine, it'll build up a stock for me. I just don't want to wait very long right now during this episode while I'm recording to get a stock built up that I can take with me to Alwade. I suppose we should take one of these out for a test drive and see how it works, because I don't actually know. Let's take a look. Where do we have a patch of stuff that we're not using? We've got 2 iron veins, 23 stone veins here that nobody's using. So let's come over and see what it would look like to use this advanced mining machine on this stone vein here. So my understanding is it acts as a combination of a miner and a planetary logistics system, in that it can cover a big ass patch of minerals like this, and then it can use drones to send them to a requesting PLS. So if I put one of these down, oh, look at that. Look at that, 2,000 per minute. So if I build this, that covers the entire patch. Oh, is that nice? Okay, and then what happens?
Build an advanced mining machine. It can cover more veins and transport ores by logistics drones in addition to conveyor belts. You can also adjust the mining speed and configurations. Faster mining speed means higher power consumption.
Okay. So we can adjust the mining speed up, but not below 100%. 2070 per minute. Let's limit it because I don't actually want to drain this out. So I can give it a name. Alarm off. Here's the amount. Covers 23 veins. So do I have to input drones? It doesn't look like it. This is fantastic. This is really cool. I guess if I have a planetary station, like where would I put in drones? Configurations, collecting speed, supply. Like it doesn't seem like I put drones in here anywhere. Cover 23 veins. Mining speed 150%, ore loss 73.4%. That's a resource utilization. It has a collecting speed, so I can draw more power to collect even faster if I wish to. I guess if it's set to supply, then drones from a PLS will come here and retrieve items. I guess you don't put drones into this machine exactly. It's a place for them to go to collect the minerals that you want or need, and then bring them back to the PLS. That's my interpretation so far, anyway. Let's fill this up. Make sure that's good. Okay. That all looks fine. So yeah, this is very cool. This is a huge quality of life improvement. You can also have belts come out, it sounds like. Yeah, I can have belts out if I want. But I'm more likely to just like place this down and let a PLS handle retrieving the raw ore. That sounds like the best plan. Okay, so now I probably have a crap ton of stone in my inventory. Yeah. Let's get rid of that. Okay. That's very cool. I really like that a lot. So we shouldn't need too many of those, I would think. I don't know how high they stack, but I would think like 30 would be enough. I can't imagine that I'm going to need to hit more than 30 veins. Let's see how many it's made for me in the time I've been away. 25? 26? All right, we'll take 30 with us. Let's give it a minute to make just a couple more. We'll get a full stack of 30 going. Let's see. Somebody's supposed to be bringing me foundation. All the rest of my logistics is fine, looks like. Yeah, okay. There's 27. 29. Okay. So we got a stack of 30 of these amazing advanced mining machines. Now they do require quite a bit of power. So that is one thing to be thoughtful of. But I guess it's time to head out to Clement Star, and we're going to spend a couple episodes there building up infrastructure for this dark fog farm. So let's get a move on, shall we? Why wait? We've got everything we need, and if we need something else, we can always come back. So we're going to head to Clement Star. Let's go. Man, that mining machine is dope. That's really cool. All right, engage warp speed. All right, and then we want to go over to you. Okay. There's a logistics vessel speeding ahead of us at warp speed. Very cool. All right, there we go. Now, do I have a relay around this planet? It looks like I do not. So we do need to attract their attention. I assume building up more power draw will do the trick. Building more infrastructure will eventually get another relay here. Let me take a look at the surface of the planet from... Let's start at the pole. Do I have any geothermal holes that I could fill? No, not there. That one's already filled. This one we could fill. These two we could fill. So that, just putting some geothermal power in there may help us out in attracting a relay. And we're going to need the power anyway. I did forget once again to restock my geothermals. I've only got 4 on me. Okay. Let's go ahead and take that stuff down. You're connected to the network. That's fine. We'll put another one here. No need for this stuff anymore. You're connected to the network. Yep, looks good. Okay. Back to planetary view. So let's see. We've got another one over here. Yeah, if we start drawing power, 126, this added what? 16.8? Yeah, that's a big chunk of power there for us. If we start adding more power and mining more resources and stuff, we should see them show up fairly quickly. Let me take another look at the planet here. I want to look for other places we have core holes. There's another one over here by the North Pole. I wonder if I can manufacture geothermals here. Probably, if I get the raw materials. I can do it in the replicator. Okay. Or I could just go home real quick. It's not like it's that long of a flight. What's involved in making a geothermal, just out of curiosity? Steel, we don't have, yeah, we don't have the infrastructure here for it. Okay. Well, so much for that. All right. Let's figure out what we want to get started here. So, one thing I sort of thought that I would like to kind of adopt as my new policy is using the poles for input and output with regards to interstellar drones or vessels, ILS. I think I'd like my North Pole to be input and my South Pole to be output. So that's kind of in place here. No, that's PLS. Where's our ILS? There should be one ILS on this planet. Requesting warpers and sending back processors. Here it is. Yeah, see, it's hard to find is the problem. Yeah, you're requesting you're requesting these. You're also supplying, right, titanium crystals. And I guess technically carbon nanotubes. And then you're bringing in the warpers. You've got a fine supply there. All right. So here's what I'm thinking. We're going to start somewhere. I don't know exactly where. We're going to start by building up a supply of attack drones for myself. I might want both attack drones and precision drones. The input for that, the prototype, is something we need to build. So I'm thinking I'd like a healthy supply of these. If we throw down a Mark I assembler here, just to kind of start figuring out what resources we're going to need to build up on this planet. If you were making attack drones, and you use the least power, so we're probably going to have to stick with you instead of the Mark II assembler. If you were going to make attack or prototypes for me, you could theoretically make, let's see, 30 per minute. And I would think... I think I'll target 60 per minute of the end product. That seems like a good number to me, to not get too crazy. So let's say instead of prototypes, you're making attack drones. I've made precision drones before, and I'll probably make more here. but let's say you're making attack drones. So you can make, let's see, 15 per minute, but you have a 0.75 production ratio. So you actually only make 3/4 of 15. So 7.5 plus 3.25 is what? 7.5 plus 3.25 is 10.75. But we're proliferating you. If we proliferate you, I don't know if we will. Maybe it's easier. Yeah, maybe it's easier just to use the Mark 1s because they do draw more power. But you'll make. Let's go with attack drones. You'll just make 15 per minute. So 4 of you is sufficient, right? So let's say we have 4 of you. 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to need the inputs. So we're going to need electromagnetic turbines, we're going to need processors, and we're going to need the particle. Is it particle containers? What are these things? Yeah, okay. These also need electromagnetic turbines. So let's figure out the particle containers. So to support 4 of these things, we're doing 15 recipes per minute, 60 per minute out. We need 60 particle containers per minute. Okay. So let's go down the chain. We don't have anything on this planet, so we got to produce it all. We'll set things up here as kind of a blueprint. We won't power these on. This won't be the final configuration either. But we'll use this to kind of like as a note, kind of notes on what we need. So you can do 15 per minute as well. So we'll need 4 of you. And then your precursor is going to be, you're going to need electromagnetic turbines. So you need double to do 60 per minute particle containers. We need 120 electromagnetic turbines. We need electromagnetic turbines over here as well. Another 60. So we need 180 electromagnetic turbines, right? Let's figure out what that looks like. So electromagnetic turbines. We need 180. We can make 30 per second in 1. 30 per second means... I wonder if I should be using like a calculator to do this for me. Because 30 per second into 180 is what, 6? We would need 6 of these. I wonder if it makes more sense to do this in a calculator. Like if I... Hold on. Let me see if I can make this happen. Factorio Lab? DSP ratios? Select a recipe. Okay, here we go. Attack drones. I want 60 per minute. 60 items per minute. Preferred buildings. Assembler Mark 1. Smelting Facility Mark 1. Logistics. We'll use Mark 3. Okay. So, buildings times recipe. How does this work? Let me see if I can figure out how this works. Buildings times recipe? 5.3. Okay, so it's going to be 5.3 of the preferred building. If I switch this, then the number changes. Ah, wait a minute. No. You can... Yeah, that's what happened. When I changed the building, there we go. Okay. So now it's 4 buildings to produce the attack drones at 60 per minute. Okay. And if I expand this, I need 2 buildings making prototypes. 2, which... Does that in turn... Like, how far does this go? Okay, I don't actually click on the arrow. You click on the name. So let's see. See, this is what I'm concerned about. Like, I wanna see the everything. You know what I mean? So, like, if we go down electromagnetic turbine here, like graphene, copper, electromagnetic turbine. What I'm trying to figure out is like how much what if I start from scratch, what do I actually need to build? Let's see. This is the calculator. So we can see that like there's 4 electromagnetic turbines there and 2 here. So we're back to where I already was, which was at 6, doing the math in my head in the game. So if we expand that out to like figure out, well, how many electric motors do we need? We can see we would need 8 here and 12 here. I guess what I need to do is like, I would like to see the full list of raw materials that I need. So is there some way, some view here that lets me see like how many, you know, magnets, how many copper ingots do I need? I guess I'd have to like expand this and play with it until I was down to raw resources. So that kind of does it for me. So like if I go down this entire list, I would love it if there was a way to transform this or reorder it, redesign it to like get just the raw inputs. Is there another way to do that? Maybe in another tab, but like, let's take a look at this. I'm assuming that the smelter is, yeah, that's the level 1 smelter. Okay, so like, let's say I just want to figure out how much copper I need. I need half, 2.5, 3.5, 5.5, 6.5, 7.5, 8.5, 10.5, 12, 14, 16.5 copper ingot smelters. So like that's a place I can start, right? I need at least 17 copper ingot smelters on the planet. So if I start there, then I can go put an advanced miner down on copper, ship it over to a planetary system that feeds it into copper ingot production, and then from there, I'll have every single copper ingot I could need for the production chain that I'm trying to build. So I can kind of consolidate like that. There may be a better tool for doing that. I'll do a little bit of research before the next episode, but the basic idea is, okay, now I know I need 17 and a half. So I need 18 copper ingot smelters producing copper ingots to fully produce the attack vessels that I want at the rate that I want. So if I go around harvesting all the copper on the planet, there's not that much here. There's 1 million and change. So like there's 11 veins there. There's 14 veins there. We're using some of that. That's like half the reserves right there. And there's no other planets in this system either. So if I proliferate the ore, and I don't really know if I have the availability of... Yeah, we have coal, so I can make proliferator here. Plenty of coal. If I proliferate the ore, then I can use... what's 1 divided by 1.25? 0.8. So multiply that by 17.5. I can get away with 14 ingot smelters if the inputs are proliferated. So I could get away with 14, I think. Anyway. So I guess this episode turned into... Like, obviously we got the advanced miners up, which is really cool. But then it turned into me trying to figure out how to use the tools to do planning so that I can build smart. You know what I mean? And there's not a lot of copper available on this planet, so we're going to have to make do with what's available. There's 11 here. I think that's 374,000. There's got to be one more vein that I haven't seen yet. There's 14 veins there. All right, it's got to be over here somewhere. Okay, so there's 11 there. 10 there. Okay, so 2 of the copper veins we're already using. There's those 11, these 10, and then the other 14 are over here somewhere that we're using some of. Maybe all of? Is this running? What are you going into? Where are you going that you're not? I guess it's slowed down a little bit. Yeah, we're only using a little bit of it for processor production. So I think next episode, what we're going to do is we are going to put down 3 advanced miners. We're going to replace our existing mining setup on this planet. We're going to set down advanced miners on the 3 copper veins, and we're going to proliferate all the ore and then set up mass copper smelting and a local PLS. And that'll be the first step towards this plan. And in the meantime, I'll see if I can find a better tool that kind of gives me what I want. What I want is a list of, okay, if you want to make this per minute of whatever, then here's the raw inputs you need. Here's the total sum raw inputs across the entire production graph. I'm going to see if I can find that. We might need to ship some copper here because after we do the attack drones, I also want to get into producing super alloy ammo boxes, and somewhere down the chain, we need copper ingots for that as well. So even if we get all the copper on this planet proliferated and into smelters, I don't know that will be sufficient. We might end up shipping some copper here, or I might scale back and only do like 30 per minute on the attack drones. Although I don't know how many it'll chew through if they're in the analysis space as well as inside me. Like they can handle 6. And if they're fighting alongside, if they're fighting alongside Gauss turrets, maybe they won't die that fast, or maybe they'll get repaired. I don't know how many we'll use. So maybe I'll scale back to 30 per minute since there's so little copper here, and I don't really want to be warping copper in from another system right now. Yeah, we'll scale it back a little bit and see how it does. We'll just go after 30 per minute on the attack drones. We won't make any of the precision drones, and then we'll make the chain for. We'll need to make the proliferator chain, we'll need to make the attack drone chain, and we'll need to make the ammo chain. Once those are all in place, then hopefully by then, because that'll take a couple episodes, hopefully by then a relay will have landed a base, and we can start farming the dark fog. If not, I don't know how we'll attract them. I mean, there is a hive in this system. It's over there on the far side of the sun, or the star. But there is a hive in this system, so it should respond to our presence and our activity here, I would think. We've been starving it for a while, but I feel like it should be able to come back a little bit. I guess we'll have to find out. That's going to be it for this time, folks. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. At least the advanced miner stuff was cool. The rest of it was me kind of fumbling around trying to figure out a lot of questions that I want to try and solve. We'll see how it goes next time, and I hope to see you then. Until then, take care.